characteristics of wastewater, which is very pre-requirement for taking the decision of the wastewater treatment that I have said. Now the main characterization parameter BOD COD I will discuss today, and the numerical sums I will also explain to give you the further clarifications on the main parameter BOD and COD, because this is the parameter of the biological treatment process which we are going to take for the treatment of wastewater. That is the traditional treatment of biological treatment, where the BOD and COD are the main parameters we have to take care. So certain numerical problems, if we discuss, then the more clarification will be done on these two parameters. So the questions also come, the numerical sums also come from these two parameters in your exam. Let me discuss just BOD. I gave the introduction on that day, 13 lecture. Now, in continuation of that, I just am reiterating the same thing. What is BOD? Just to recapitulate the thing, BOD is the biochemical oxygen demand. That is the oxygen required by the bacteria to oxidize the biodegradable organic matter. That means the quantity of the organic matter in equivalent of oxygen gives the BOD. That means BOD ultimately gives the strength of the wastewater, how much the wastewater is polluted. That I have already discussed. Now, what is COD? The basic difference of the BOD and COD, that also I have referred in my last class. Just I want to recapitulate to you, students, so that you can remind the old things. That is the COD is the both biodegradable and non-biodegradable of the wastewater, and concerned with the both biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastewater, and BOD only deals with the biodegradable organic matter. That means which bacteria decomposes. That is, BOD deals with only the biodegradable organic matter, and COD is dealt with both the biodegradable and the non-biodegradable matter. So definitely COD value will be more. COD value will be more than the BOD value that we have seen. So definitely, when you take into consideration the factor, that is the ratio of BOD U by COD, where BOD U is the ultimate BOD, always it should be less than 1, or we can say it tends to 1, where we can assume that all the organic matter are the biodegradable, not non-biodegradable. That means biological treatment is preferred, because biological treatment is preferred only for biodegradable organic matter for renewable purpose. So this ratio is very important to us, because BOD COD ratio more value gives us the presence of the biodegradable organic matter present in the wastewater, and that definitely gives us to take the decision for the biological treatment process, which is the only the traditional approach for removing the biodegradable organic matter. And BOD by COD, less value means the inorganic, that is the non-biodegradable organic matter is also more. So from the BOD and COD ratio, this ratio is so important, which gives us the direction that which treatment process will be effective in the removal of the waste from the wastewater. Okay. So this is the thing. Now BOD U is generally not measured, because as I have told, BOD, the biodegradation process is a time taken. It will take some time. So we mostly by 5 days, that means which you are talking for 5 days BOD 5, will get the 70% result. Generally we are considering 68% of BOD U is BOD 5. That means 68% of the ultimate BOD is achieved in BOD 5 days BOD. So BOD 5 is always taken as the 68% BOD U. So that value we can take consideration. So generally BOD by COD ratio means, although we are taking theoretically BOD U by COD, but practically we are taking BOD 5 by COD, because in our practical purpose we are using the term BOD 5, which value is available to us by experimental process. That means if we say that BOD U by COD is 0.92, then the BOD 5 by COD is 0.92 times 0.68, that is 0.63. So this value between 0.63 to 0.68, maximum value of BOD by COD ratio is 0.68. It should not be more than 0.68, because the BOD 5 is 0.68 times BOD U. So BOD 5 by COD cannot be equal to 1. It should be maximum 0.68. So even if it is 0.68, then also it is a special case where all the matters present are the biodegradable. There is no non-biodegradable matter which which ensures us to go for the biological treatment. That is, it is amenable for biological treatment since there is a little or zero or non-biodegradable organic, either zero non-biodegradable organic or little non-biodegradable organic. Then only we can say the BOD5 by COD equal to 0.68. So I think I am able to give you the fundamental conception between the BOD and COD difference and the importance of the BOD by COD ratio in determination of the decision criteria for the treatment process of the wastewater. Now, let me discuss the problems where we can further clarify the conception to the problem itself, because numerical sums definitely, as per your syllabus criteria, will come in the questions last year's semester papers. So it will come in the certainly in the questions every year come from BOD and the COD parameter in the numerical sums also. So let me discuss the numerical sums for your exam purpose as well as for illustrative the conception of the parameter, these two key parameters. Suppose one problem is given that first problem I described, it is maximum upper limit of BOD5 of glucose is given as 300 milligram per liter. What is glucose? The formula is C6H12O6. That's school level formula, you have to remember. Now, here the question is asked that what will be the maximum upper limit of BOD of a glucose solution of concentration 300 milligram per liter. Again, I repeat, the question is asked for upper limit of BOD of a glucose solution of concentration 300 milligram per liter. Now, solution, what is the solution? Solution is the BODU by COD ratio is always less than 1. That you have seen, because BOD cannot be greater than COD. That you have several times seen. Or most case, if it is maximum value equal to 1. Now, that is BODU by COD I am telling, not BOD5 by COD. If we say the BOD5 by COD, maximum value is 0.68. If we say BODU by COD, then maximum value is 1. So that has to be kept in mind. So the maximum ultimate BOD value can be taken as equal to the value of COD, because BODU maximum value cannot be more than COD. Even if it is the special case where there is a non-biodegradable item, all the waste material, carbonaceous organic matter are the biodegradable. And the value of the COD can neither be determined by the dichromat test or complex wastewater. For complex wastewater, the dichromat test will be failed. So in that case, it will be determined theoretically from the organic compounds and their concentration present in the wastewater are known. Such a theoretical oxygen demand of an organic compound can be calculated by writing the balanced equation for the compound with oxygen to produce carbon dioxide. For example, theoretical oxygen demand, what is theoretical oxygen demand? The oxygen which is being calculated based on the theoretical formula, that balancing chemical reactions, where it will be found that practically it is beyond impossible for finding out the test of some complex nature in the wastewater. Then the dichromat test in the COD will be failed. Now C6H12O6 plus 6O2. Why O2? Because oxidizing O2, if we balancing the equation right hand side, left hand side, this is the school level knowledge chemistry you have to apply. 6CO2 plus H2O, 6H2O. Now here, if we go for the molar concept, that 180 is the molecular weight, if we see, reacts with the 192 of oxygen. That means 180 gram glucose, 180 milligram glucose react with 192 gram oxygen. So 1 gram of glucose react with how many of oxygen? 192 by 180. So 1.07 milligram of O2 is required for 1 milligram of glucose. Now here the glucose total quantity, glucose means the organic quantity is given in the question, that is the 300 milligram per liter glucose concentration. So how many oxygen theoretically is required for 300 milligram per liter? If for 1 milligram oxygen required is 1.07 milligram, so for 300 milligram oxygen required is 321. And this 321 is nothing but the ultimate BOD. So this is the thing. The ultimate BOD is first of all theoretical oxygen demand, that is the TOC. TOC we have calculated that 321 milligram per liter. So this is the theoretical oxygen demand, and this COD can be taken as equal to the maximum ultimate BOD, that is the 321 milligram per liter. So that will be the answer. So when the theoretical maximum ultimate BOD we have to find out, then we have to go for the theoretical oxygen demand, and that will be the answer, and that will be obtained by balancing the chemical equations. Now, next question: the COD by TOC ratio, the total concentrate, the total carbonaceous organic present in a given wastewater can be ascertained by computing TOC of the wastewater by converting the carbonaceous organics to carbon dioxide, which is measured by infrared analysis. That is a different analysis of total organic carbon and process and converted instrumentally to the original organic carbon content. Now, COD by TOC ratio is considered to be an important factor in monitoring wastewater treatment. TOC is related to COD through carbon-oxygen balance, such as in the oxidation of glucose, which you have seen that we will see that COC, if we see the 6 mole of COD divided by 6 mole of carbon, so ultimately it is 2.66. That means for ratio of the COD by TOC, if we go, if we see the formula, that means COD means oxygen requirement, that is chemical oxygen demand, that is the theoretical oxygen demand in this case is 6 mole of O2, and what is the total organic carbon, that is given as the 6 mole of carbon. So the ratio is coming COD by TOC is 2.66, and the COD by TOC ratio may vary from 0 for an organic matter to the 5.33 for methane, the maximum case. So this is, I am giving you an idea. The same rationale will apply also for BOD by TOC also. As for COD TOC, the TOC test is rapid and accurate, but has not become popular in our country because it needs costly instrument, as I have told, the infrared rays. So it's basically a costly instrument. So every time the TOC cannot be determined in laboratory due to some economical problem. So it does not give an idea of biologically degradable organic matter, hence cannot be much use of the monitoring the biological treatment of wastewater. So I have just given you the concept of TOC, but mostly BOD or COD are the decision maker for the determination of the process applied in the treatment process. Now, population equivalent. Slowly I am giving to the problem deeply into the what are the types of problems related with the BOD. Now, industrial wastewater are generally compared with per capita normal domestic wastewater so as to rationally charge the industries for the pollution caused by them. The strength of the industrial sewage is thus worked out as standard BOD BOD5 of industrial sewage equal to standard BOD BOD5 of domestic sewage per person per day into population equivalent. So one problem, if we solve, then it will be understand. Suppose a city, their population equivalent means population you have to find out. What is the population of that city you have to find out? The average sewage from the city has been told that 95 into 10 to the 6 liter per day. And the average 5 days BOD is 30 milligram per liter, 300 milligram per liter. Now, it is given in the question the 5 days BOD is 300 milligram per liter. And what is the total total sewage quantity? 95 into 10 to the 5 liter, 10 to the 6 liter per day. So in 95 into 10 to the 6 liter per day, in this volume of sewage, what is the value of the BOD present? Now 300 into 95 into 10 to the 6, if you convert it into the kg, it would find that 28,500 kg per day BOD is present in sewage. So the BOD is present in sewage is 28,500 kg per day. How we have found out? Just multiplying the BOD requirement, BOD milligram per liter, into the switch in volume of liter per day. So you convert to the milligram to kg. Ultimately, it is given by per day BOD in the sewage is 28,500. Now, if total BOD per day is 28,500 and it is distributed among all the population, so here I will assume one thing, that per capita per day, the BOD is 0.08 kg per day, and that means the 80 gram per day per person BOD. If that is so, then that assumption may be taken for solution of this type of problem. If it is not given in the question, then automatically the population equivalent, that is the number of population, will be obtained 28,500 by 0.08, that is the 3,56,250. So knowing the total BOD, after determining the total BOD per day and assuming the domestic sewage, the BOD per person per day 0.08 kg or 80 gram per day per person, then we can find out the population equivalent of that area, and that is asked for. Now I am going into some critical, more critical problem. The BOD5 of a wastewater is given in the question at 20 degrees centigrade. BOD5 always at 20 degrees centigrade happening. So if temperature is not mentioned, then it will then be assumed as the BOD5 will be at 20 degrees centigrade. The K value is known as to be 0.23 per day. What would BOD8 be if the test was run at 15 degrees centigrade? Now here we'll first clarify that the given value of constant K, 0.23, this is obviously the base E. Why? Because deoxygenation coefficient KD base 10, that value maximum 0.1 to 0.15. If any value in the question given as K, if it is more than the 0.15, then it will be understood that this value is not corresponding to the base 10 value, that is not corresponding to the value of deoxygenation coefficient, the deoxygenation constant, as because we know the maximum value of KD lies between 0.1 to 0.15. So 0.23 value given, that means that the K value, small k value with respect to E in your question. And if it is so, K is 0.23, then it has to be converted in the base 10. And what is the formula? The deoxygenation coefficient formula is Kd equal to D for deoxygenation, that is the K suffix D, equal to 0.434 into K. 0.434 into 0.23. That means 0.1. You see, it is lies between 0.1 to 0.15, so its value is less. So KD value becomes 0.1. Also, BOD of 5 days, that is 150 milligram per liter at 20 degrees centigrade, it is also mentioned. Now we will apply the formula. What formula? Now Yt equal to L into 1 minus 10 to the power minus k dt. Yt equal to L into 1 minus 10 to the power minus k dt. Yt means 5 days BOD. What will be the 5 days BOD? That means the final BOD which you are going to find out, that is denoted by Yt. It may be 5, it may be 2, it may be 3, it may be 8. What will be asked for? It may be ultimate. So T is the value of any particular day. And what is L? L is the ultimate BOD. So L is 1, obviously L is greater than Yt because L is the ultimate BOD. And what is the formula? L into 1 minus 10 to the power minus kdt. Now Y5 is 5 days BOD, it is being given in the question, that is 150 milligram per liter. What is L? IL is the ultimate BOD. So 0.1, we have calculated the deoxygenation coefficient constant, and 5T for 5 days, so that's why it is T. So ultimately the K is obtained as, the L is obtained as, ultimate BOD is obtained as 219. Definitely it is more than 150. So 219.4. Now we have to find out the KD values at 50 degrees centigrade. What the question is asked for? Let me see. What the question is asked for? Question is asked for that the value of what is which was now here will first cannot be what is asked for. Now this is because what the question is asked for actually yes what will be the BOD 8? That means BOD 8 at 15 degrees centigrade, that is asked for. So then that means to find out the BOD 8 at 15 degrees centigrade, first of all you have to find out the deoxygenation coefficient as 15 degrees centigrade. That means KD 15 you have to find out. Already KD 20 is known to you. So what is the formula? Formula is KD T degree centigrade equal to KD 20 into 1.047 whole to the power T minus 20. That is the formula. So at any temperature, the deoxygen coefficient can be found out with this formula, and that is KD T equal to KD 20 into 1.047 whole to the power T minus 20. So using this formula, we can find out KD equal to KD at 15 degrees centigrade equal to finally we will obtain the result 0.079. So you see that temperature is less, so deoxygenation coefficient is less. Temperature is more, so deoxygenation coefficient is more. Because 0.079 we get the less value as because the temperature reduced from 20 to 15 degrees centigrade. Now we are applying the formula because we are asked to find out the BOD 8-day BOD. So what is that? Y8. That means 8-day BOD means Y8 equal to L. We have already found out the ultimate BOD 219.4. Then 1 minus 10 to the power KD. KD means at 15 degrees centigrade because 8 days BOD you are asked to find out corresponding to 15 degrees centigrade. So we have to find out KD 15 is 0.09, 0.079 into T. What is T? 8 days BOD. So ultimately it is find out Y8 equal to 168.2 milligram per liter. Hence, BOD 8 equal to Y8 equal to 168.2 milligram per liter. So this is the BOD 5 BOD at 8 days. We have to find out at 15 degrees centigrade, and that is the answer. So here we have seen how to convert from the deoxygenation coefficient from base E to base 10, that is the small k to K10. That formula I have applied. And once K20 is obtained at any degree centigrade 15, we can find out the deoxygenation coefficient provided we know the value of deoxygenation coefficient at 20 degrees centigrade. And we can apply the formula of the ultimate in relationship with the ultimate BOD with the BOD of the particular day which we have to find out with the formula YT equal to L0 into 1 minus 10 to the power minus KT, where K is the deoxygen coefficient for that particular temperature and T is the time at which the BOD has to be determined. So this is the basic concept, the numerical example I am just explaining you, and this is not the first problem. I want to continue with various of this type of problems of the BOD to much more clarify from your side. Let us discuss today another problem, that is the 5 days BOD at 30 degrees centigrade. The 5-day BOD at 30 degrees centigrade of sewage sample is given in the question, and the 5 days BOD at 20 degrees centigrade you have to find out. Assume the deoxygenation constant at 20 degrees centigrade K20 is 0.1. Fine. Here the deoxygenation coefficient capital 20, that means at base 10 it is given as 0.1. So you know the K20, but you have to find out the K30, that is not given. So what is K30? Again apply the formula K30 equal to K20 into 1.07047 whole to the power 30 minus 20, and the K20 will be obtained. 30. Definitely the KD30, the value will be more than the K20 as because the temperature is going to increase. Now the using the formula YT equal to L into 1 minus 10 to the power minus KDT. Now YT5 YT, that is the 5 days BOD equal to L into 1 minus 10 to the power kdt. We get that is the 5 days BOD you are asked for. Now the ultimate period 5 days BOD at 30 degrees centigrade is given. So that's why the K value of 30 degrees centigrade you have to take in this formula, and Y5 30, putting the value of 30, you will get the ultimate BOD, that is 131.3. Let us check whether our calculation is right or wrong. Yes, the thumb rule, it is checked that L 131.3, that should be more than 5 days BOD 110, because it is ultimate. So this is one type of checking, whether you have to see whether calculation you have done the mistake or not. Fine. Then the Y5, that is the which is asked for in the question, that is the BOD5 at 20 degrees centigrade. Simply you apply the formula L we know 1 minus 10 to the power minus K. Here we'll put the T equal to 5, because 5 days BOD is asked for, and you will find out, putting this value, that 5 days BOD at 20 degrees centigrade is 89.8 milligram per liter. 89.8 milligram per liter. You see, from 30 to 20, the BOD5 has also been decreased from 110 to 89.8, because 5 days BOD at 30 degrees centigrade was 110. But when I am talking for the 20 degrees centigrade 5 days, then it is 89.8. That means with the rise of temperature, the BOD also increases, because the oxygen requirement will be more. Now, next question I will discuss, that is the calculate 1 day 37 degree BOD of sewage sample whose 5 days BOD is at. Same thing, 20 degrees centigrade KD is given. So we have to convert at 37 degrees centigrade, then only we can apply the formula. So, first of all, the 5 days BOD is 110 milligram per liter. So if we apply this formula, apply the formula YT equal to L into 10 to the power minus, and YT, that is the 5 days BOD is given that 100 milligram per liter. I'm sorry, 110 milligram per liter. Is it so? Let me check. 100 or 110? 100. Sorry, 100 milligram per liter is given. So 5 days 20 degrees centigrade BOD is 100 milligram per liter. Fine. So left hand side, that is YT equal to 100, L in 1 minus 10 to the power minus kdt, and 20 degrees centigrade KD is given. So we'll get the ultimate BOD. Once we get the ultimate BOD, now we have to find out, we have to divide by 0.684 by 146.2, because sorry, L is 146.2, that means the ultimate BOD is given as 146.2. But now we have to work at the 37 degrees centigrade. So that's why we have to convert the value of the 20 degrees centigrade value, that is 0.1 K value, that will be in 37 degrees centigrade. That value we have to determine, that is the 0.24. And once the KD value at 27 degrees centigrade is determined, then you find out YT equal to 146.2, because the ultimate BOD, you can substitute the value into 1 minus 10 to the power minus KD into at 37 degrees centigrade into T, means 1 day BOD you have to find out. So T equal to 1, and by computation it has become 62.07 milligram per liter. That is the 1 day BOD. That is after 1 day the BOD will be there at 37 degrees centigrade. So today I will discuss the last problem of this lecture. Then I will continue in the next class. That is the last problem I will discuss in today's lecture. Now the BOD of a sewage incubated for 1 day at 30 degrees centigrade has been found as 110 milligram per liter. What will be the 5 days 20 degrees centigrade BOD? Similar nature problems I am solving you, so that you will have a clear conception and you won't have any mistake if this problem comes in exam, because this is very, very important problem, some every year comes. Now the 100, the BOD of a sewage incubated for 1 day at 30 centigrade as 110 milligram per liter. One Y5 at what will be the Y5 after 5 days BOD, that we have to find out. KD20 is given in the question, 0.1. So since the BOD it is asked at 30 degrees centigrade, so you have to find out the deoxygenation constant at 30 degrees centigrade. The same formula KD at the 30 degrees centigrade, will apply the formula 0.1, 1.07, 30 minus 20, and it has been found that 0.158. Again, that equation, that Yt equal to L into 1 minus 10 to the power minus KdT, that is KD is already 0.15, 0.158, you can put the value 0.158. 1 day, so T equal to 1 day. So Yt will be the 5 days BOD at 5 days BOD at 30 degrees centigrade, it is given as the 110 milligram per liter, isn't it? 110 milligrams, so you write Yt equal to 110, and you will get the ultimate BOD L. And once ultimate BOD is obtained, then you finally obtain put the expression of the BOD of 20 degrees centigrade, that is Y5 equal to L into 1 minus 10 to the power minus KT. And here L put the ultimate BOD 361.8, and the K20 value 0.1 is given in the question, and 5 days BOD will be obtained as 247.4 milligram per liter. So I think I will close the lecture today.